Inshallah and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings. So today's about navigating our inner world. That's the prime directive today. And imagine that you are sitting at a psychic or a subtle energetic office, if you will, an otherworldly congress, and your physical body is all coming into a spiritual initiated alignment within our health, our integrity, our body, our reality, our inner relationship, the best or my favorite meditation is actually one of the body in Listening Solitude. It's called Inner Healing Lights or Healing Energetic Lights. I'll get to that. But being that we are in the season of relationship alignment, you may only need a few little adjustments to transform this inner light of who you are. And you're going to find that your soul's authenticity is feeling more in alignment with your inner world, and your outer world are going to have this pouring over of that with love and gratitude for who you are seeing in the mirror when you look into the mirror. That is part of the Libra frequency, is the mirror. Me looking at you, looking at me. Imagery is what I was going to say. So this creates more balance and harmony within ourselves, which then causes the world around us or outside of us to feel the same frequency. So if you find yourself out of balance or on wavy ground or out of harmony, having those energetic hiccups with the world outside of yourself, save the memo for another day. Today, the sun is streaming with rays of light. It's not a day to get in our own way, I guess, in the way of those rays, the sunshine. So it's like shine on and shine on even brighter. So with that, welcome to today's daily snippet. I am your host, a practicing holistic shaman and a medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic shaman medium, which is a merging of all of that. And my intention is to utilize these indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms, our original divine blueprint, to navigate our soul's harmonic, the ninth energetic center in the sky. I was going to say in the starlight. With these realms, the elementals, the imaginal, and into and through the shamanic portal, the eighth energetic center, sometimes called the soul star. But along with the cosmos, the subtle realms, and so much more, with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, the otherworldly kind, otherworldly medicine kind, to really add to the sauce of your main stage ingredient, your personal container, your personal medicine, your prime directive, just assisting you in discovering your inner genius, your personal medicine, the star that I believe we all are uniquely, an asset, really reintroducing you to that magical being, the essence that resides within each and every one of us so that our light does shine even brighter. My name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel or otherwise, I do have other channels, please do. And just remember referring a friend, liking and sharing. Authentically heartfelt in the corridor. You can find me at Tanya D on YouTube or Musing with Tanya D, my podcast. And have you listened into the Otherworldly Insight season? That's the season's title of my podcast. You can also find me on Instagram and some private groups where I may be streaming right now on a hiccup there. But let's give a big shout out to the community, the village, and my new subscribers. Ashe, as always, and blessings to you. Heartfelt gratitude for that. And also a shout out to those of you that have been a part of my magical journey since the beginning. I do see you and I hear you as well. Sending you gratitude and blessings. And if you don't mind hitting the bell button so you are notified, and remember, a comment or a share or both does get you a message to get you on your way, to get you on with your day or the weekend. And it really does help with the algorithm. It just helps echo it out to other like-minded musers that muse about the universe, the cosmos, insights of the other world, subtle energies, the chakras, the elementals, Chinese medicine, 4 pillars, etc. And you can also find me on TikTok and Instagram. Not sure if I said that already. However, if your soul is nudging you to dive on deeper into the realms of the other world, head on over to my Musing corridor. This is my library in the sky, a digital library, I should add. And it's a venue. It's a venue where you have some amazing options and opportunities to assist you, to guide you, along with a private sacred circle, a community, a village to utilize as well. I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are authentically your own healer, but sometimes we do have energetic hiccups and we need an otherworldly life coach assistance to give us a different perspective to really get us out of our own way. So with that, just a few announcements. I do have the early bird special on the horizon. And again, it is a Talented Tuesday. But our options as far as the card pulls, this is all energetic body sessions. So you can do the energetic body, maybe that aligns with you, energy on the face, moving fluids, or the energetic system, what I utilize to create all of this. So whatever calls out to you. But again, a few announcements. The early bird opportunity to invest in yourself. The door is open to utilize your intuitive gifts and your psychic abilities. The energy world, merging the intuitive energy, the spirit realm into the physical, the body, and more. Energy to matter, that's actually what this system is all about. But bringing spirit to matter, that's what Change Your Stars is, or at least activating on the energetic highway, the star that we uniquely are, the core processor, really. So when we begin to merge the energy body and the subtle energy body with our physical and our soul, we then become the being we're meant to be, the star that we actually are. Who are we? Who we are. So in the season of Libra, or in the spirit of the Libra season, who we are in relation to ourselves and in our container of relating, that really is kind of the main stage ingredient, is relationships and partnerships, balancing the scales, right? So with these inner relations, they're taking form, the me self in our chalice, coming to the core of our heart's chalice, the spot of the divine choreographer, if you will, spirit to matter. So being in the energy of integrity, healing, and wellness, where things are in form, where things become real, they become something solid, we become whole in healing alignment, wellness alignment, or integrity alignment. So this is in the self category of relating, the relationship to ourselves. And this is a day that we're going to be probably in alignment or aware of the work we've been doing in our inner character, our relationship center to ourself, the inner realm, and becoming into a new alignment of being our soul's authenticity. So it's like what feels as if it is falling apart or maybe not even working out, heart hoped for, however, the opposing force is true. We're all in this together. No one's alone. And we're actually coming together in a new way, like a bright, shiny penny, if you will. So you may find yourself literally at this hypergate of awareness. Welcome to my world, by the way, of any and all the tiniest little minute details, errors, missteps, etc. within yourself and outside of yourself. So really take a breath and a pause, step away and observe what your heart feels, the feels. So if you feel in your heart that things are heading in the wrong corridor, down the wrong path, the direction, take a memo moment and correct the course. Like take the wheel of your ship that you're navigating into those new waters, treading into new territory. And if you feel things moving onward or upward in a healing direction or an intervention even, take your hands off of the wheel and allow your inner being, your energy being aspect to steer or navigate your ship. So this energy is kind of already been in our program. It was like the predestiny into our awareness, into our energetic field. And often we get in our own way of our chalice, the core center of our chalice. It's bringing in this healing organically and authentically, but we sometimes need to participate. And often we only need to kind of be in the witness to the miracles, the miraculous. Spirit really does have our back. It could be a gatekeeper, could be a guardian, it could be a wedame, an angelic being, even an ancestor. But just remember that exercising, utilizing the subtle realm really makes for mastering reality in the physical realm. So it really is energy to matter, or energy or spirit to the physical reality. So we're aligning this process to perfect our interrelating system, not necessarily the outcome. But if we allow ourselves to stream universal streams, you're going to see the alignment creating the harmonic results. So just allow a new you to take form and come into authentic alignment, and leaving the judgment in the past and the hiccups, the misstep, the errors, whatever, in the past. If that was a lot, I know. But again, those are your options. So you can have an energetic face, an energy body, or the system itself, what I use to recalibrate the energy body in my sessions. And onto the elemental highway, we do have a young metal tiger of a day, Geng Yen. The yang metal, that's unrefined, it's scratchy, it's clashing with our tiger, The rooster is pruning up all the trees of the wood, the tigers, I should say. Metal's prosperous in the season. It's strong, it's rooted. This is conversation, it's community, it's storytelling. But fire is needed to forge our day into something useful, keeping it under control. The tigers are also useful, like they're like boundaries. They're like guardians, literally, 2 guardian tigers. But they're useless without yin fire. So all 3 are really needed to make our day fully functional. So yin fire, that inner warming of a candle flame, that's kind of what's called for elementally. And fire is the master element for our day, the yin fire, not the yang fire. Different characteristics and a different temperament. So if you're born in the month, hour, day, or year of the horse, this is a forging day for you, which is very curious. And the month god, we have this the altruistic, not of a high tide. It's kind of a moderate efficiency, if you will, concerned about the well-being of the other, humanity, especially those that are having more of a challenging time, possibly they're weak, maybe sick. So you kind of have this compulsion to help any way that you can. And these are the ballad people that write the ballads. They sing the ballads. They write those songs. They address in the songs the social injustices. They're sharing empathy through the words and the music, the ballads. And on the year, we have what's called the artist. This too is of moderate efficiency, but it's extraordinary artist. It's fine taste for luxury, gourmet foods, fine dining, excellent at communicating and writing. And they really enjoy the public gatherings, the feasts, the intellectual conversations. Kind of reminds me of sitting at the kingdom of a round table and having somebody singing ballads in the background. So we've got this artistic altruist kind of day, singing ballads at fine dining establishments, if you will. Kind of like dinner clubs, but yin fire, warming the inner fires of the heart, really transforming our health, our well-being, our integrity, to really come into alignment, energetic alignment. So that's the messages there. So off to our choices. Once again, we've got body balancing. That's orange light. I work with a variety of different colors. Orange light actually hones in on water circulation in the body, so that's very curious. And yellow light on the face, that is actually honing in on oxygenation in the body. And then the equipment that I use to do these miraculous treatments are in the background. So those are your options to choose from. Be sure to comment, write them down, whatever comes into your soul story. But the messages are going to come in from the seers. That's kind of what I navigated with today. So if you chose, I'm going to go with the equipment first. If you chose the equipment, you get the 4 of Cups. So this is the emotional realm, right? It's law of attracting those emotions, the frequency, or where does the heart feel it belongs or doesn't belong here, because it is otherworldly. So this is focusing on the negative, possibly being pessimistic, a time to practice gratitude alignment. It's a gentle nudge to stop the complaining. So if you're finding yourself bored to life or unsatisfied, maybe you're frustrated with your current situation or your evolution, just know that you are likely missing the vibrant landscapes that are really present just beyond our peripheral vision, if you will, that otherworldly perspective. And often we become so focused on our own internal perspectives that our feelings about a situation can really prevent us from noticing the arrival of the extraordinary otherworldly opportunities and even those remarkable unseen things. So if you remain open to shifting ever so slightly in order to see a new situation, or even to see your situation in a otherworldly, fantastic, mesmerizing new light, you're going to learn that the present moment is filled with the most otherworldly dynamic magic, really. So instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you do have. Even better, spend energy focusing your thoughts on the experience that you will create in your future. Really taking time to meditate, slow your mind. Your mind is going to show you that life is better than it seems. So it really is up to us to shift into the abundance that really is available to each and every one of us right now, and see the fullness and the richness and the bounty in our lives. Be bountiful, the beautifulness, and it's kind of the message there. I kind of like that. I'm just saying that out loud. And if you chose the body treatment with the orange light, look at this bounty. You get the 2 of Wands. Also the moon, fire of the moon, the wands. This is the action of this is probably the full moon coming into its season coming up here. The Musing Moon meditation, that's going to be on the highway soon. But this moon's going to be galactic changing, by the way. But this is planning our future. It's making progress. It's activation. It's possibilities, endless possibilities. And it's the choice between our comfort zone and those new adventures. So we really are kind of climbing into our skin today, the beauty of the skin that we are inside of ourselves. So it radiates outside. But we need to make a choice to really do that thing that we want to do or not. Sometimes, we can dream it, we can envision it, or we can begin to actually live it. But planning and imagining can have us feeling like we're the observer of the dream, which is actually an intuitive gift. Sometimes it can be prophetic, by the way. But our action is the only way to bring that dream into life, into reality. So it's time to choose between the wand that's cozily just rooted in the place we already know and we're familiar with, or the one that leans into the exciting new adventures and possibilities. So really taking a deep breath, because self-initiated change it's often scary because we're not familiar with it. The unfamiliars really kind of stir the soup. But the only way to take strides towards our goal is to really make that move, that chess move, and learn that thing. Call a contact if you have to. I did that this morning. And make that decision. And non-action is not going to get you there. It's likely going to have you feeling that there's this angst of dreaming this dream instead of walking that talk. So use the fire energy of the wands to initiate this shift, this change. Better light that candle, right? The yin fire candle. I would probably do a red one. I need to go get some myself. But just forging new territories into energetic alignment. The world really is filled with opportunities and adventure, and just welcoming them into our life with kind of a planned action, if you get my drift. Okay, and if you chose the face, the yellow in the face, you get, the Three of Swords. This is kind of dramatic looking, right? But the three is what our heart believes to be true, and the swords are the metal and the rooster, cutting or pruning away an old belief that is no longer serving our heart, the chalice, our inner heart. So it's like hanging on by the threads of false hope, possibly a painful separation, loss, heartbreak, an opportunity to heal. The shadows are coming into the light, which I love. Finding inspiration again. So you can see that she's heartbroken. She's fallen to her knees. She's screaming out to the universe for a second chance. So the separation can come in a variety of forms, from the loss of a relationship or even how we identify with ourselves, to the disintegration of a belief or our life purpose or our goals. Separation from what we thought we had. Often it can mark painful moments in our life. So if you find yourself amidst these wavering realities today and losing something that feels really near and dear to your heart space, just know that this too shall pass. This is kind of severing, even though it's painful, it's necessary. It's a necessary part of the process. And despite all the proof to the opposing forces, actually, our future is bright on the other side, because we're going to arrive of this experience. So it's like tying ourselves to our light, prepared to spend some time nurturing and tending to our inner spirit. So these shadowy times are always opportunities to become stronger, more resilient. That is yin energy. Yin energy is more resilient than the yang. So really give yourself time to heal, and know that you will love, thrive, and find inspiration again soon, really by just allowing your heart to remain tender and also open. That's really what's happening, is the separation. Once we let it go and know it's going to pass, it shifts gears, literally. I mean, I see it all the time. But with the messages, the cosmos and the elemental realm, just allowing our new aligned self to heal, to take form, to be heartfelt, loving in our inner world, to this new transformation, to this unfamiliar space, being compassionate and patient, even understanding where you have been and who you are now being, or what's in those thread lines. So as the day moves forward and onward, you may feel the tides of change. Just bring in inner strength, be resilient with every itching little moment, and giving yourself the benefit over the doubt. There may be a moment of self-realization where your heart of who you are, being in the heart, streams into the light. So again, the meditation, it's called the Inner Smile and Healing Lights meditation. I do have that in the show notes, but it would be an amazing day to tune into that for the energy like today. Again, you can find that in the show notes. But with the core of our heart's chalice, our heartfelt aligning with our vows to ourself, our integrity, becoming aligned and healing alignment, our well-beingness being aligned and being in partnership with ourself first, our me self. Sometimes we don't do that first. So I would affirm that I am in integrity alignment, being authentic to me self. And with that, be the star that you are, or at least invest in your star. That early bird offering is on the highway. The investment shifts actually next week, I just noticed. So I will see you at least tomorrow or on the other side of my container. And as always, blessings to you. Thanks for tuning in. I see you.